Dominique, thanks so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it. I know it's
No problem.
an exciting year for the NBA, celebrating its 75th anniversary, and you were rightfully named to the league's 75th anniversary team. So, just what does that honor mean to you?
Oh man, it's an unbelievable honor. I mean, when you're a competitor, you always think you're one of the best to play the game. But when you actually recognize that as that, by the fans, by the people who you've competed against, from the writers to the league. I mean, everybody that's involved that recognized that, your body of work was very important and you should be recognized for it. So me, it's just mind blowing.
And your body of work, it expands a lot of things, but you're known for the dunks, right? The human highlight film, and I'm sure you've been asked this question 1,000 times. So let's make it 1,001. Just what was your favorite or most memorable dunk, from your career and why?
First of all, let me just tell you, I mean, dunking was great. But it's very difficult to score for 26,000 points on dunk. So, I created a score. Dunk was just a tool for intimidation that I used to gain some sort of advantage. But when you say favorite dunk, man, it's been so many. My favorite dunks actually was against big guys. It's easy to dunk on a little guy, but big guys, man, it just gives you a rush. And some of the dunks I had on people like Robert Parrish, Bob Lanier, Ewing. I mean, all the big guys. I mean, it was special.
Yeah, a little extra insult to injury, like you said, that extra intimidation. But the reason I asked about the dunks is to lead up to my next question of it was
Mhm.
impossible to stop you dunking not only on the court but in NBA Jam as well. And I know you and some of the other legends are teaming up with Michelob Ultra for a '90s inspired experience at the All-Star
Yeah.
game here. So tell me what you guys have in store.
Oh, well, first of all, I just want to say I'm very excited to be partnering up with Michelob Ultra to help kind of ignite the NBA Jam that is brought to the fans to help kind of relive some of those glory days of the NBA at All Star Weekend. So it's going to be great to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the history of the game, and hopefully the fans are going to enjoy it a lot. So we're looking forward to Michelob really taking over the weekend and really giving people a nice experience all weekend long.
What kind of stuff is going on out there? I think there's like a barcade. It's definitely retro,
Yeah,
definitely throwback. So a lot of nostalgic feelings for a lot of people.
yeah, it's a barcade, featuring like iconic, rap artists like Fat Joe and Jazzy Jeff that will be performing there. So it's going to be a nice experience for the fans, and we encouraging everybody to kind of come out and be a part of it. Because
It
you're going to
sounds like a
also, and going to also be giving away really limited edition merchandise that people can win. So it's going to be an experience that's going to bring people together, so you can have a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward. One of the things I'm looking forward to is the what they've created with the NBA Jam, creating a commemorative, iconic kind of can with a lot of iconic stars like myself and other guys to be available at All Star Weekend to see your images and catchphrases and all these kind of things on the cans. It's going to be really amazing to see.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. We talked about All-Star Weekend and some of the things available for the fans. On the
Mhm.
court, a lot of great players obviously going to be there. Trae Young of the Hawks, got his second All-Star nod. So, looking at him specifically, what just makes him, so good and obviously one of the game's best, being honored here with the All-Star game. And, he is young, right? He's 23. So how does he continue to evolve and improve his game, just knowing that he still has so much more to go?
Well, first of all, he's a kid who loves to play the game. He loves to play the game. I mean, and watching him every night is just it's like a pleasure to see him perform. But one thing Trey has, he has that it factor. He has that wow factor, and he has no fear. A guy who has unlimited range. So I'm glad to see him at the All Star Weekend doing the 3-point contest. I think he had a good chance, more than a good chance to win it. So he's just a guy that can help lift the team, and try to win every night. And we had a great win last night where he had 34 and 12, and he's just unstoppable one on one.
Mhm. And again, just can he sustain this? How does he sustain this, knowing that he is putting up double doubles and he's scoring a lot, and how does he keep it going from here?
Well, at the end of the day, it's all up to him how far he goes. But a kid like that love to play the game the way he does, I think sky's the limit. And he's at a level where I don't think he's going to slow down for a very long time. I mean, the kid just knows how to play, very intelligent player. So he picks his spots a lot of times, but he deserved to be on the stage.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure he's hoping for that statue next to yours outside the arena. But
One day,
I'm sure you like having
one,
it just out
one
there by
day.
yourself, right?
Hey, you know, history is made by what we do and what we accomplish throughout our journey. And I was one of the fortunate guys to be kind of the first guy to kind of be the standard bearer and set the tone and set a level where other guys can follow. And he has definitely done that. And it's great to see a history of our franchise continue to be built, by guys after me. So I'm really happy to have him a part of our team.
Awesome. I love it. You mentioned the win last night for you guys. I know it's been a bit of an up and down season, currently 10th in the East. How do you guys, find a little more consistency here after All-Star, and keep yourselves in a position for postseason play?
Um, the biggest thing is to stay healthy. We hadn't been healthy all year long, and now we got everybody healthy. And so you can see the difference in the way we play now than it was a month and a half ago. We understand now we have all our troops ready to go. So now it's proven to give us an advantage and give us a chance to win every night. So if we can keep these guys healthy, I look at us being in the same position we were last year.
I love it. Yeah, I always feel a lot of it is just war of attrition, right? Who has the most healthy, able-bodied players at the end of the season, and then to make that run into the playoffs. So, fingers crossed for all the players. And knowing our time is coming to an end here, I'm gonna ask you a tough one. Maybe tough, maybe easy. I don't know. But who excites you the most about this current generation of NBA? Whether it's looking at somebody like LeBron James or one of these younger players, and does anybody remind you a little bit of yourself? In terms of skill set, in terms of
Uh,
mentality, anything like that?
yeah. I mean, so many guys out there that I love to watch. You mentioned LeBron and Katie and Steph Curry and, Trae Young, and just to name a few. But, I get asked that question that, who reminds me of my game. I think I'm a mixture of a couple of guys, because, being a guy who loves to attack, a guy who can play on the perimeter and love to get in the open floor. So I think I'm a mixture of a few guys. I don't see just one guy say, you know what, that's me. Hopefully one day it's my son.